Oh man, I can't even overemphasize it enough. I miss my family so, so much. Sometimes it makes me cry. I never knew abroad could be this boring until I came and I stayed. Seriously, guys, it's boring. It is boring. Guys, as you can see from the title, you already know what we want to talk about. Yes, guys, I want to tell you about my life in Europe. It's not easy, guys. Seriously, it's not easy. Like I have already started, it's not easy. Abroad is so, so boring. I never knew it's this boring until I came and I started living here. Trust me, guys, sometimes I feel like I should just pack up my things and head back home. Yeah, guys, that's how much I feel sometimes. Living abroad when you don't have any member of a family. Not that I don't have my families all around, you know, scattered all over in the world, but the thing is that here in Europe, you know, here in Europe, I don't have any family members in this Europe, and even in this the countries that I live in, you know. So it's kind of difficult when it's like you're the only one, you know, living in this part of the world, and you don't have any member of a family, like I said, and like you left everything behind in Nigeria, and you came over to a strange land, because to us it's like it's really a strange land, you know, even though I have my hobby and all that, and but right now I'm still far away from him, so it's like you're all alone in this world, you know, even though you know you have family members in Africa. You know, when you think about, when you see them sometimes, and you think about the fun things that you and your family members you do, you know, you kind of wonder what you're doing here. I mean, what are you doing living in this, you know, in this part of the world? You know, it's not as if there's no food, you don't have food to eat, or you don't have money, but that fun part of being able to laugh with your family, your sisters, your brothers, being able to laugh, being able to shout, you know, being able to fight, even fight with your mother sometimes, you know, the normal thing that siblings do together, you know, being able to see people on the streets, being able to know people that live around you, you know, being able to visit people at any given time. Do you understand? Even without informing people, your friends or whoever you want to go visit, being able to just go to their houses and then knock at their door, and you know, they'll open the door for you, and you know, you guys will just have fun, laugh and all that. Those are the things that we'll miss, you know, that we'll miss here, that we don't have here in this part of the world. Do you understand? We don't have those things. You don't have those do you know that it's so depressing that you could get depressed living abroad? I'm telling you for a fact. You could get depressed living abroad, especially when you're alone, you don't have children yet, you know. You could get depressed given the fact that you're coming from a country where, you know, everybody knows each other. Do you understand? And now you're just alone in like a lonely world, because that's how we live here in Europe. That's how we feel here. You're just lonely, you do your things alone. You could die of depression living abroad. Trust me. Even if there's even if you have all the basic needs of life being available, made accessible to you, but sometimes you just miss home. You just miss your family. You miss those fun things that you guys do together, you know. I miss everything about Nigeria, seriously. I miss everything about Nigeria. I miss my sisters. I miss the street food. I miss traveling up by road, you know. I miss the current trend, you know. I miss parties in Nigeria, because in this part of the world you can do those things. Do you understand? You can go to parties when you're not being invited. In fact, how many people do you even know that you want to go to their parties? It's not when you know someone that you will be invited to come for parties rather. Do you understand? You know, in Nigeria you have places that you could go to, you have events that you could go to, you have you're being invited for weddings, you're being invited for burials, you're being invited for birthday parties. You know, there's always something for you to do at home. Back then in Nigeria, there's always something, you know, for you to do, for parties for you to attend, and all that. I miss the market in Nigeria also. I miss the way they shout, you know. I miss the taxis, I miss the buses, I miss the fights on the street, you know. I just sit down sometimes and, you know, I'll tell you guys for a fact that sometimes I do cry. I do cry because the loneliness is man, the loneliness is something else here in abroad. The loneliness is something else. It's killing. It's killing. Just like I said before, it could lead you to depression if you're not careful. It's very lonely, it's very boring, you know. You don't have nobody to talk to, you know. Even the few friends that you have, you hardly see them. You can only talk with them over the phone. You understand? You just cannot wake up and go to people's houses, especially when you live in the same city as you do. You understand? And you really have to pre-plan going to visit anybody. And just unlike when you live in Nigeria, you understand? Just like I said, you can go to anybody's house at any given time, and yeah, the doors will be open for you, you know. So I really miss my family. I miss them so much. I miss my family so much. Even though I talk with them all the time on the phone, sometimes I could talk to, when I call my sisters this way, because my sisters, my family, we're very close. We're a very close-knitted family, very close-knitted family. We talk almost every day, you know. I and my sisters, we talk almost every day, and even though we do this talking, it's not as if sometimes when I call them on the phone, or when they call me, I just don't want to let them go, you know. I just don't want to let them go. Sometimes I could just be on the phone with them for hours on end, 3 hours, 4 hours on end, and then they get tired, like, why don't you find something to do, you know, and all that. And like, I'm just here sitting down, nothing to do, I'm just in the house. Do you understand? Nowhere to go to. Even if you have somewhere to go to, it's the same place you go to all the time. It's either you go shopping, and when you go shopping, you go spend your money unnecessarily, you know. Even those things that you go to buy, like clothes, shoes, you don't even have where to wear them to. So that's all you do, you know. If you're bored, that's all you could do. And especially this period of the pandemic, you understand, that really made a lot of places to be closed, you know. Things are restricted, some places are restricted, and this mask thing that you keep wearing, you know. So I talk to them, you know, for hours. Like I said, I talk to them for hours on end, and then sometimes I just tell them, okay, leave the phone. If you're tired, just leave it on the table. And I just like to listen to the background of everything that they are doing in the house. Do you understand? I just, you know, like to hear the grandkids making noise, fighting, my mother shouting at them. You understand? You know, it makes me feel so much at home when I listen to them doing that. You understand? That's why when I call them, I don't want to go. I just want to listen to everything happening at the background, and it makes me feel like I'm there at home. You know, I'm there at home in Nigeria. Sometimes they laugh at me, and sometimes they're like, oh yeah, I feel pity, but it's still better than you being in, you know, in Nigeria. Do you understand? You know, I call my other siblings, you know, they're scattered all over the world. We talk also, but they're lucky because they all have children, even grown children, you understand. But I, for one, I'm just alone for now. I don't have kids, and I'm praying to God that you know, one day I'll have my own kids, you know. I need the light of this thing. So yeah, so that's how much I miss my family. You understand? I miss the fact that we could do a lot of things together. I and my sisters, we could go from one of my sister's house to the next sister's house, to the next brother's house. You know, that's how close we are. You understand, in my house. So I just miss everything. I miss everyone. Sometimes I just wish that I could, you know, I had the power to bring the rest of my family abroad. Yeah, so that we'll all just be together. You understand? You know, living in diaspora. Do you understand? I wish I could just get everyone out of Nigeria for us to be close, you know, again in the same space. You know, that's how much I miss them. And then also I miss my friends. You know, I wish I miss my friends also. You know, and yeah, it's never the same. I never knew it was gonna be like this. I never knew. I could remember the first time I came to Europe. The first 1 week, guys, I actually was crying like this. Yeah, I was crying. I was actually crying, you know. And my cousin was like, why are you crying? I was like, is this how, is this how Europe is? You just sit in the house. You don't have nowhere to go to. Is this how it is? And then I was missing my sister's daughter because I was let me say, I literally was the one that took care of that girl. Now she's a grown-up girl. Now she's like, you know, she's now a big girl. But then she was like 10 months old when I left. You know, now she's like 6 and all that. I really missed that baby. I missed my sister's baby because I literally took care of that baby. Do you understand? Not that my sister was not available. She was available, but you know, they were always coming to my mother's house because then I was the only one living with my mom. So, and she doesn't live far. She and her husband, her family, they don't live far from her. So it's like almost every day we see each other. So they always come to the all my sisters, they live, not that they live, some of them live not so far from my mother's house, and another one lives very far from my mother's house, so she finds time also to come, and we all do talk on the phone. But these ones that live close to my mother's house, it's like, you know, they're always in my mother's house almost maybe 2 or 3 times in the week. And this my particular sister that took care of her daughter, you know, she loves me so much. The baby loves me, our children loves me so much. She has 2 daughters, and this particular one, I was just so fond of the girl. In fact, I'm fond of all my mother's grandchildren, you understand, you know, because I'm the last born of my mother. So we have so many grandchildren. My mother has so many grandchildren, and they all love me, and I love them back. You know, I love my family. I love each and every member of my family, you know. So I literally was missing that girl. You know, I started crying that first week I got to Europe. I was crying like, oh God, what kind of life is this? What kind of boring life? What kind of boring life is this? What kind of boring life is this? Because we're like, oh, you never see anything. You just came. That is how it is over here. I couldn't just bring myself to believing that this is the kind of life that someone will just, you know, keep living all the days of your life if you want to stay, you know, all your life living in abroad, you know. So yeah, I just miss my family. I miss them so much. I miss them so much. It hurts. Oh, it hurts so much. It hurts so much. You know, it hurts so much. You don't have people to share things with, you know, except you call them over the phone that you can share, you know, your problems with them. But they're still far away for them to do anything. They'll just give you their advice and all that. You know, I miss them. I miss my mom. I miss her fight. She fights me all the time, especially when I want to go out. You know, why are you going now? Where are you going to? You know, the mother's and instinct now. She'll tell you, yeah, why are you going out? You're driving out at night, blah, 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 blah. You know, my mom and I will fight a lot, but I love her. Yeah, I miss my sisters. I miss them. I miss everybody. Oh, God. They're always in my heart. Always in my heart. My family is always in my heart. Yeah. Ooh. Well, I hope to visit Nigeria someday in future. I hope to visit Nigeria someday in future. Yeah. And I hope before then all my family members will be here. The rest of them will be here. Yeah. Well, that's all I just wanted to share with you guys, and I hope, I know a lot of you would be in the same shoe as I am right now. You understand? I know a lot of you that live in diaspora will also be missing your family members, especially in, you know, if you're in Nigeria. I don't know about every other African country, but I know much about my country people. You know, Nigerians are one country people that I know that family is everything to them. Yeah, family is everything to every Nigerian. So I am sure the same way I'm feeling, the same way a lot of you out there would be feeling about your family members, especially when you live in diaspora. I know a lot of you will be feeling the same way that I am feeling. So that's why I decided to come out here and make this video and let you know that, yeah, you know, people are in the same shoes as you. You understand? So yeah, that's all I have to say, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed listening to me and watching this video. Please, if you did, why don't you just click on that red sign that says subscribe if you haven't joined this family, and yeah, click on this red sign that says subscribe, share my video, like my video, leave your comments, because it helps with the algorithm of YouTube. And yeah, if you're an old subscriber, thank you for coming back. I always appreciate you. So guys, we've come to the end of this video, and yeah, I'll definitely see you all on the next one. Have a lovely day. Bye till I see you again. Bye everyone.